How are we feeling?
We're feeling good. Nervous, excited. Finally, we're on the podcast.
Not the finally is crazy. The finally is...
Finally. Just kidding.
Chill on that? Yo, chill on that?
No, it's my bad too. Work's been crazy. Crazy schedule.
Yeah. I actually have a question about that on
Okay,
here, but we'll get into it.
Okay.
This is episode 2 of the Zone, season 2.
2026.
2026. A full year.
A full year
of the pod.
That's crazy.
And we have Nelly on here.
Hey, I'm Nelly.
Who actively said that she thought she would never be my friend.
She's very intimidating, but in like the cool girl way.
Bruh.
That's literally the only reason I said it. You are very intimidating in the cool girl way.
I literally, when you said that, where was that at?
It had to be at like one of Andrea's gatherings.
Right? And you were just like, I just thought I'd never be friends with you. And I was like...
No, and I meant it in like the, because you were like so cool. And it felt like you knew everyone. You knew everyone but me. Let me not say.
Me only knowing like Andrea, Jacobo, and like Bree, that's literally it. And like, I think the only person I was actually close with at that time was literally just Andrea though. Because I had only known Bree and Jacobo through like parties.
Mm-hmm. Like school and mutuals.
No, I didn't know them in school.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I like the first time I met them was at one of like Cass's parties.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
She's the one that like she just always does the parties at her house. She lives like right by y'all.
What's her full name? Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know her last name, but I know it's like I think it's Cassandra. We call her Cass. But yeah, she's close with Joel. She's like, I think Joel's aunt's or cousin's friend, which is how they're close.
Makes sense.
Like a close family friend.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I met them through one of Cass's parties, and it's funny because like the first time I think I ever actually met Jacobo, I was like blackout drunk, and I literally didn't even remember what I had said to him that night. I'm pretty sure like I trauma dumped to him about like someone I was talking to or whatever, and I was like, right.
And Jacobo was so nonchalant.
Yeah.
Nonchalant king.
He was probably just like, no way.
He definitely hit you with that.
He was like, did I?
No way.
He's like, okay, cool. I actually hate him for that. Like,
he's so funny.
Yeah. Low-key fake though. Call him out.
No, yeah, actually, and I did call him out because if you're watching this at some point in your day, just know that I called you out because you never respond to our text messages and you never want to go out. He's in person with us and he's like, for sure, let's go out. And then when you text him, bro goes
literally mute. Like literally mute. Like this man,
he's everywhere, but when you want him to be there, he's not there.
The amount of times I've been like, oh my god, I'm so down. Like, oh my god, let's do this. And he's like, I'm down. And then I'm like, oh, are we still down for like tomorrow? Nothing. Ghost. Ghost. And then I go and see my mom at work, and who's there? Him.
Yep, clocked in.
And he had the nerve to be like, oh, what's up, Michaela?
Yeah, what is up?
What is up? What's up? Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit had me pissed off.
That's so funny.
That had me pissed
Yeah, that's
off.
how we met each other through Andrea.
Brie and Jacobo? Oh, no, us.
You
and
I.
Yeah, we did.
And actually, it was at Stephanie's.
No, it was at Mateo's birthday. Yeah,
his
yeah.
First birthday, right?
Yes.
Or was it the baby shower? No, it was the baby shower.
I didn't go to the baby shower.
Okay, it was the first birthday.
Yeah, because I don't think during her baby shower, me and Stephanie weren't close yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I met you and Joel, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we talked mad shit. I remember that. We talked mad
I was like,
shit.
I have found my people.
Yeah. I remember us just being like, no, like, I can't. Like,
yeah.
Not. Bosses hate to see somebody who knows their worth.
Yeah.
And that's the reality of it. Because, like, if you think that I will not get up and quit and find a place that like values how hard I work,
yes,
you got me fucked up.
Literally.
And like they don't ever realize it until you're gone.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I mean, not to say I like ran the place, obviously not. Like, it takes like a team effort to like get a shift going. Mm-hmm. But like, you can admit that like certain people sometimes do pull the weight of 100%. Like, and that's something in any workplace, like sure. A desk job, anywhere. You always have those coworkers who are kind of just like there. Yeah. And like, sometimes they just need a nudge, or they need like a reality check. Yep. And honestly, like, oldest daughters,
it just comes naturally.
We're the ones.
The stronger work ethic.
Like we are your worst nightmare.
Yeah, 100%.
Genuinely.
No, and so, like, when I heard all of that, I was like, well, first of all, fucking crazy, because she wants to run her mouth about someone she doesn't know. But I can say 10 things about her husband that I experienced while working with him at this other job. Yeah. But I'm not going to, because I'm coming here with a clean slate to work. Like, yeah. Hello.
Also, it's work.
Yes. Like, we're making coffee.
It's genuinely, like, especially these jobs specifically, like these stepping stone jobs, nothing is ever that deep. Yes. Like, it's truly not, like, I've never understood work drama at these kinds of spots, because, like, you're genuinely here to make money and go, just so that, like, you can make enough money to start building your career. Yes. Like, that's genuinely why you're there. If you're there to make a living, like, you have to find something more for yourself. Yes. Because these are not meant to be, like, lifelong jobs. They're, like, essentially side hustles for your lifelong job.
For sure. Unless, like, these people are, like, climbing the ladder in that job.
Unless they, like, their goal is, like, manager. But
for sure. And it's like, no, you've been working in the same position for 10 years.
And clock it.
So.
Clock it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just, at these, like, kind of jobs, I never understood the work drama. Like, I don't understand, like, talking shit about other people's personal lives when, like, as a coworker, you barely know them. Yeah. Because the reality is, like, all that we know as coworkers is just how you are at work. I don't know what you're like with your family or, like, sure. with your significant other, unless we grow closer, but we don't.
Like,
half the time
we're both making a coffee next to each other. Like, exactly. Why are we? Yeah.
And, like, and I don't know, anything that I've ever said about someone at work, like, I've also said to them. Like, obviously I word it a little differently, but I don't know. It's just not that deep.
Unless it's like criticism about, like, how they're doing something that involves work. Like, I feel like that's entirely different. But, like, when you're talking about someone in a completely different light and it has nothing to do with work, like, literally, what are you doing? You're
especially because you didn't even start yet. Literally, so how would they even know?
Literally.
How would they even know? And, like, how would they know how you were at your old job? They didn't ask.
Which they didn't. And, like, not like that, but I low-key carried. Like, one thing about me, I'm not going to be standing around, like, waiting to be told to do something. Like, I feel like ever since I started working at fucking 16, I always knew to, like, hustle and, like, you know, be quick on your feet and not just, like, fucking wiggle around waiting to be told something. Like, I also don't like being told anything about how I'm doing my job. So if I'm ever confronted with, like, hey, like, you need to pick up the pace, or hey, you're not doing that right, I take it personal, because I don't like to be criticized about my work ethic, because I know it's a strong work ethic. So yeah, when I heard those comments, I was like, bro, I haven't even, like, fucking been on the floor and you're already saying something. But anyways, just gonna take it with a grain of salt after that, and then just not cover any of her shifts, which she's always calling out. So best of luck to her.
You know, we talked about starting our influencer grind.
We did talk about that.
I'm wondering, what would your dream collab be?
With, like, any influencer brand. Or, like, celebrity?
No, like a brand.
Like a brand. Okay. I feel like something I've always gravitated towards is, like, makeup. Ooh. I really like makeup. Okay. And, like, I feel like I think I started getting better at makeup, like, towards the end of my high school, because during high school, girl, I had the nasty brows. Like, I had the Sharpie.
The fluff?
I had the sharp. Oh, no, I never.
Oh, you didn't do the fluff?
I think brow? I did, like, the fluff, but, like, not to, like, a crazy, like, it was like, I had the Sharpie brows.
The concealer.
No, just like, you know, when, like, people make the entire eyebrow, like, dip brow. I was a dip brow girl. No. I was. No sort of lip gloss, no lip liner, just fucking dip brow and mascara. So modern collab. modern me, it would have to be makeup. I don't know what brand, but I've always just liked
I can
makeup.
so see you doing a Morphe collab.
Morphe's
like
good.
I can see you doing like a Morphe, like either a Morphe or a ColourPop like palette. Like I could see you doing a like an eyeshadow palette with like Morphe, ColourPop. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Maybe like Rare Beauty too.
Yeah, they have really good stuff.
I can see you doing one of those.
Thank you. Yeah.
Maybe you get like Redemption and you do like a brow gel too.
I know that would be so cool.
You do like a brow kit. Low key,
that would be fire. Yes.
Yeah. No, yeah. Honestly, really with Morphe though. Because I feel like Morphe is it's a pretty like clean beauty brand.
It is very clean, very accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it's one of like the higher end brands that are still affordable.
Yeah. I do really like that brand. I just like, I used to go crazy over the huge palettes too. Yeah. And I would like make like fun combinations of eyeshadows and stuff.
Yeah, I could see you doing like an eyeshadow palette with like Morphe or ColourPop.
Yeah. That'd be really fun.
That'd be lit. Tap in.
For real, I need to lock in.
You gotta lock in on this.
I need to lock in on the makeup videos.
Yeah, you do. Start doing some get ready with me's, girl.
No, literally. And I really like the silent ones. Like I really
like the ASMR ones.
No, just like the ones where like music's playing and it's like a montage of like different parts of the makeup routine. Like I absolutely hate loud makeup routines where people are just being like obnoxious and like Michaela Nogueira. I cannot stand her.
Is she the one that has like the
Boston
accent?
Yeah.
Is it Boston?
Is it?
I thought she was from Jersey.
I don't know.
Somewhere up there.
Someone fact check. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, but I don't like the like talking ones. I just like the quiet ones where it's like just like clips or they edit it cool where like it's like a whole bunch of photos of concealer in different spots. Yeah. I like that stuff a lot. Like yeah.
I hate a voiceover.
Yes. I also really like the ones where it's like they're telling like a dating story or like some like argument they had or just like literally any sort of like story as they're doing their makeup where it's like very casual. You feel like you're on FaceTime. Like I really like stuff like that, but I don't like the like really obnoxious like I can't watch those.
I always liked Monet's Get Ready With Me's.
Those are really good.
I really like her. She's really creative with her editing too.
100%.
I love hers.
There's this like goth girl and she like does really fun makeup looks and she does like a whole bunch of clips and she kind of overlays a lot of them. It looks really cool, but like the way she edits it is with like Radiohead music. It just looks really cool. Cool. I'll have to find her thing, but she's really good too.
No, you gotta tap in.
No, yeah, I need
get on that grind,
dude. I just feel like I never have time, but like you can make time, but I just feel like I never have time.
Yeah, I like recording like a good get ready with me too, but I don't ever post them. Yeah, I low-key gotta start because people be going viral for anything.
Nowadays. And then you can get brand deals and like get makeup sent to you. Like I really like that concept.
Or like, what do they call it? Like micro influencing.
Yes,
like
that's a thing too.
Yeah, and they get PR from like big brands. Yeah, which is like, damn, I didn't know we had so much to give out.
There's this girl that I follow. I think she has like maybe 3,000 followers, and she gets a whole bunch of PR.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she does. It's really cool. So they do collabs with her, and I think she just posted a bigger brand that was collabing with her. I don't remember. But it was really cool because it's like her videos get maybe like a good video on a good day gets like 10,000 views for her. But like she's like bigger brands are reaching out to her. So like it doesn't take a lot to just like consistently post, I guess. And then get to that point. That would be a fun thing to do on the side for sure.
Low key. Low genuinely. I believe in that. Yeah, I don't know. I always thought like maybe I should start like publicly posting my cooking vlogs.
You should. They're so fun to watch.
Yeah, I think it's also like hilarious to me. I don't know if anybody else finds it funny that like I'm posting this to like trap music. Like I'm posting it to like 3-6 Mafia
like
and
that.
like
I think
Snoop
that's what I
Dogg.
like about it, because it's like just makes it so entertaining, because it's like two worlds clashing together.
Yeah.
And it just makes so much sense. It makes it so fun to watch. I feel like if you were to post content like that, like you're easily gonna get PR from like different like brands that make like pots and like pans.
Yeah.
And just like stuff to up your game.
I'm trying to get a new Dutch oven for my thing.
Bro, start posting those. Like, start posting those.
But like my dream is to do like, I really want to do a Jeter collab. And like do like faded cooking vlogs.
That is, have you seen the girl who like pops a whole bunch of edibles?
Yeah.
I love her shit.
She's insane though. She's like popping like 7 edibles.
Yes,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was so funny because there was I was stalking her like Instagram account, and she posted this video where she's like, oh, a lot of you guys think that I'm just eating regular gummies. I'm gonna take it out of the brand new package so that you guys can see me take these actual edibles. And then she just takes a whole bunch, and like, it's awesome. But she mentioned she has PCOS, I think, so that's why she like the higher dosages don't really affect her the way like they would affect someone just taking a regular one. Yeah, so her like hormones are messed up, and that's why it takes a lot for her to get high. She explained it, but it's so cool and it's so fun.
Yeah,
like, all the places she goes to visit and just like eats a fuck ton of food.
Yeah,
I do like that.
I like the way she grubs, especially because like this whole new like protein fucking low carb epidemic. Watching someone just actually like grub out is so refreshing.
It's so refreshing.
Like, I'm not in no way promoting people like eating crazy unhealthy. Like, I'm not trying to be like what is his name, Nikado Avocado or whatever. Yeah. Like, in no way am I promoting the way he ate. Yeah, but like she just enjoys food. Like, you can just tell that she just enjoys eating.
And she takes the leftovers to her family. Yeah. So it's not like any of the food's going to waste. That's why like her content's just really fun. I feel like a mixture of what she does is something that I'd like to do, like doing my makeup and like hitting joints or something. Like, that would be really fun.
Those are funny too. I've seen the ones where they do like a bong rip after every step, which is like, bitch.
I'm not getting to step 2 actually.
Like, I'm not making it past the mascara. I'm so sorry. Like,
no,
that's not
literally
happening.
Though.
But I've always wanted a Jeter collab.
I actually had some, and they were in my jeans, and I threw that shit in the washer. They were all soggy when they came out. I was so upset.
That's like $30.
Dude, yeah. It was funny because I think I hung out with Jake the day after, and I was like, hey, so do you think those are like still good to smoke, like if I leave them out in the sun to dry? And he's like, probably not, because you got detergent all over them. And I was like, yeah, right. It was right.
That's some fiend shit. That's some fiend shit.
So they're just sitting in my desk.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, last resort type shit.
That was like when we moved Hannah out of her apartment, and like we picked up her couch, a pen fell out of the couch. And I was like, how long has that been in there? Like, she's like, I was literally looking for that like 6 months ago. And I was like, oh, hell no. And she's like, do you think I could still rip it? And I remember me and Dylan looked at each other and we're like, no.
You're like, just go.
You don't know what is on that pen.
Literally.
Like, 6 months in your couch. Are you kidding me?
That wax is gone.
Dead ass, though. But, yeah. But if you did the collab with that brand, like let's say you did a collab with Morphe, and they were like, you can go on a brand trip anywhere and take whoever you want. Who are you bringing? And where are you going?
Really good question. I feel like if we're talking in the United States, New York. It has to be New York. But if it's outside of the United States, I've seen really fun collabs done in Mexico. And I feel like
that would be
Mexico
really cool.
City, like I feel like that would just be so awesome. And I think it would just like, it would bring out a different community too, because it's like makeup is for everyone. And so I really like the idea of like being able to do something like that, and not just like in a beach town, like just like an actual like little town. Like that would be really cool to do something like that. Yeah. But yeah, it would have to be either New York City or a little city in Mexico.
Who are you bringing?
Who am I bringing? That is tough.
Influencers, friends.
Like, it has to be one person?
No, you could bring, like, brand trips. I think, like, there's, like, a few people there.
A few people, okay.
Like, Tarte. they were bringing like 12 people out.
That's true. They do bring a lot of people. Dang. Like, I want to name names, but like, someone's gonna get their feelings hurt right now because they're not gonna be
Damn,
named.
bruh.
I'm kidding.
It's like me. You name everybody but me.
Literally. Well, Michaela, because obviously, like, she's setting this up. She's making this happen.
Hello.
Let's see. I think I would bring Jake. Just, you know, for the vibes of going out after like these sort of like days. So like, let's say like, you know, you spend the entire day with your like girlfriends and then you want to go out later. I think that would be fun for him to be there. Andrea, you, Leslie, my cousins. I feel like my cousins are a vibe anywhere they go, and my sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be my.
That would be really fun. That's like Alex Earl. Whenever she gets these brand collabs, she always brings her sisters and her friends.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's such like a cool concept, because I feel like people automatically resort to like other influencers, but like it's cool to see someone just like, yeah, I want to like have a good time with my friends. Like if someone's paying for this trip, let's all go.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's who I would bring. I feel like, and then like like if I have like a huge list of people, like their partners and stuff, I just feel like that would be fun for like the sake of being able to go to somewhere where all expenses are covered. Yeah.
And how cool would it be that like all of us are going to be out there wearing your palette, right? Because like during a brand trip we'd have to promote your palette. Yeah. So it would be so cool that we're all wearing something that you created.
That would be really cool.
Like that's so sick.
Yeah, like let's put it into works, because
lurky, get on them, get ready with me, girl.
No, for real. Hella. Dude, this podcast has to blow up this year. It will.
I'm manifesting it.
It will. I think it will.
Yeah. I'd bring
yeah, what brand would you want to sponsor you?
If I did like a Jeter's one, I'd want to, like, we're going to an island, bruh. Yes. And on the low, I think I'd bring everyone out to Guam.
Yes.
Because then, like, I would, and then on Guam, I would, like we also call them fiestas. Well, our fiestas are just, like, a family gathering. I don't know if it's the same concept.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. But, like, we would throw, like, a big fiesta somewhere, like, on, like, my family's land or something. And they would just pay for, like, everyone to get out there and, like, decorations and food. And then we grub. Yes. And, like, just music and, like, vibes. Content. And just, like, literally. High as hell. Because, like, girl, like, people on Guam, they smoke. Really? So it would be so cool to have, like, my uncles out there and, like, I would really just, like, bring my friends out there, and then I would bring, like, all my family back home to just have, like, one giant, like, fiesta for together. Sure. That'd be so sick.
And I feel like with, like, different weed brands, like, that's something that they always stay true to is, like, community. So I feel like that just goes very, like, on brand with what the whole concept of weed is, to smoke and chill. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'd either do that, or I would do clothes. I would do, like, a clothing collab. I'm trying to think.
I always think about that, but, like, I feel like when it comes to accessorizing, like, I just can't accessorize. Like, I can put, like, a good shirt with pants together and, like, shoes, but, like, when it comes to accessorizing, like, I have no sort of creativity. Yeah. I can't do it.
I don't know. I feel like, I'm trying to think of, like, a good brand. I almost want to say, like an Adidas collab. Yeah. But, like, I do, like, a full fit. Like, I'd want to do, like, a shoe, a pant, and, like, a shirt. And, like, shorts or something. Like, I feel like that would be really cool.
I feel like a baggy would look really cool. Yeah.
And then, like, bring all of that to, like, Guam. And have, like, everybody there wearing it at this, like, giant party. Would be so cool.
That would be so cool.
Because, like, also back home, like, they love to dance. So, it'd be really cool to do, like, a shoe collab and everyone's wearing the shoes. Yeah. And, like, dancing. Like, it would just be a cool concept. But yeah, I think I'd just bring everybody there. Or if I were to do a fashion one, I think we'd have to go to, like, Japan. Yes. Just because, like, I mean, walking around in Harajuku is just, like, so lit.
There's also just, like, I feel like a lot of versatility in fashion in Japan.
Yeah.
And they are they're like one of like the biggest like moving fashion like environments. Like everything just spawns and grows fast there.
Like and they are also like they were one of the big like movements of streetwear. Like I feel like it was Japan, Korea, and then it's a lot of like black and brown culture in like big cities like New York and LA, and like just those kind of areas is where like streetwear got really really big. There's so many influences, like the baggy pants is like such a big thing that comes from like Japan streetwear, especially like Harajuku specifically. Like walking around Harajuku, I was like, this is like everything that people in America want to be.
No,
like
for
genuinely.
Sure. For sure.
And even in like Korea, like people are just so like cool with what they wear.
Yeah.
And they're very expressive, but like not, and no one judges them. Like no one judges them the way that people out here would like give you a weird look if you wore something different.
Yeah, because a lot of them, it's like, what is it, collectivism versus like individualism.
Yeah.
And Americans are so individualistic.
Yes.
So, like, the lack of just like I was actually talking about that with Leslie today. Where like you're walking on a trail and everyone just kind of keeps to themselves, versus like in other places, like everyone greets each other and says hi. And it's like city by city. Even here, like some cities are more friendly, where like you'll pass by someone and they like talk to you, try to make conversation, versus like other cities where they're predominantly like white or something. Like there's just just a lack of community, I guess.
And I was actually talking about this too, and I forgot with who I was talking about it with, but we were just talking about like, I'm sure you relate too, is like when you go back home, like the community is there.
Yes.
Like those, it's like the kind of places where you could go to your neighbor and ask them for something and they have it and they'll give you some.
Yeah.
Like they'll give you what they can spare.
For sure.
But like out here, like I'm going to be so honest, I don't think I've ever had a conversation with my neighbors, like a full conversation with them.
No, same. Like,
it's always just been like, hey, like how are you doing? But that's literally it.
Like the whole phenomenon of like you've never seen your neighbor put their groceries away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like actually though,
a lot of people forget that California is like very white, and we have a bunch of military bases. We have a bunch of like very conservative farm owners. Like it's not all just like liberals. It really isn't. Like there are very few cities that are blue. Like and it's by a hair that like blue wins half the time. Like if you really think about it. Because we also just have so much land, and a lot of those lands are owned by conservative people, like
either conservative people or like big corporations.
100%.
So I don't know. I also think that like California is a place that is very expensive, and people don't have the opportunity to like create a community because they're so busy trying to survive on their own.
Oh, for sure.
And like because the amount of people here who are on like EBT or like food stamps, and like they can barely rely on their own paycheck just to be able to pay for like rent or like utilities or groceries. They don't ever have money to spare to go out with friends.
Right.
And so I think that's also where our lack of community comes from, is just like you just can't afford it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're just spending day to day like working, and if you're not working, you're at home catching up on things you didn't do, and then it's just back to work. And it's it kind of also makes it like kind of uninteresting to want to go like meet people and like spend time in these third spaces. Like you just don't want to do any of that half the time, for sure. Especially
because I feel like a lot of people in California work service jobs where they have to do customer service, and so like sometimes you work a shift and it's just like so bad, and the idea of having to interact with more people is just like, it sounds like absolute hell. Like I don't even want to try. The amount of times that I've like canceled on people because I'm just like, I honestly just don't have it in me to like interact with like human beings right now. I just want to be in my own. And that's also probably where like the individualistic ideas come from. Yeah. I don't know. I was talking about this with some of my friends that aren't from California. And we all agreed that I think it's also really hard to make like genuine friends. I feel like a lot of people are ingenuine with their like motives.
Yes.
Like they're not there to make friends. They're there to make friends to benefit them.
Yeah.
And so like I've found that like a lot of times like my friendships feel very artificial just because they're like, well, you have this and I don't, so me being friends with you means I have that. But it's just like, why can't you just be friends with me because like I'm a good person?
For sure. Like because we have like mutual interests. Like I kind of agree with you. And it like as you get older it becomes harder to form genuine friendships, but also like not. I feel like as I've gotten older I've become more confident about the people I want around me and the people that I'm okay with having at a distance. Like I think before, when you're younger, like it's so easy to be like, oh my god, I want so many friends, because like if I have so many friends, like in the future we can all mutually benefit from each other. Versus like now it's like, okay, like, you know, I have like 5 close friends and I'm okay with that, because like we can all rely on each other on like an emotional level, intelligent level. Like there are more deeper things to like mutually benefit from each other versus like materialistic or financial things, I guess. Yeah.
I blame networking. I feel like networking was genuinely like built into our brains. Like sometimes I'll like go to events and stuff and like I can't tell if the conversation is genuine or not. Like I can't tell, like, are you wanting to like be friends with me because you want to be friends? Or are you trying to be friends with me because like I have a camera and you need someone to take your pictures next week? Like, you know what I'm saying? For sure. And yeah, I don't know. I agree with like it's easier to make genuine friends when you're older because of what you said. I also feel like I got pickier. Yes. Like I feel like I've definitely like accepted the fact that if we don't click, and that's okay. Like I think also when I was younger I was such a people pleaser that I was like, you know, we don't click, but like maybe if I try hard enough we will. Yeah. And like you want to force these like friendships. Like I feel like the best example I have of that is that I had like a really close friend in high school, and like our friendship kind of fell through like our senior year, and then we reconnected in college, and like I was like, you know what, I'm okay with like not being friends. Like I got to know like the older version of you, and I don't think the older version of me like wants this anymore, and not in like a mean way. It's just like we're just not meant to be in each other's lives anymore, and like that's okay. Versus like before it was so hard to grasp the concept of not being friends with someone, and now it's like, you know what, like you were there for that stage of myself, and like it's okay that you're not in the stage for myself right now. You grow out of them. And I feel like it's so natural. Yeah, I think when I realized that was like the first time I like ever like actually lost a friend, and like we genuinely just like grew out of it. Like we just grew apart. And you know, people sometimes like try to dig it out of you. They're like, oh well, why'd you stop being friends with them? And I was like, I have genuinely nothing bad to say about this person. Like we just like wanted different things now that we're older. Like I feel like it's so normal to, I don't know, to like cut people off. Or just like different lifestyles now. No, that don't, for sure. Like they don't mesh together. Like I don't know, we never had time for each other. And I think it becomes more painful when you like try to hold on to like a friendship that you just like know is not, and not good for you, and not even in the sense of like maybe it's controlling or any of that, but sometimes like you're forcing this time with someone and it just almost feels uncomfortable to be around them. Or like draining for sure. You get back, or like you just don't look forward to it. Like and I definitely had my share of friendships where I kind of just let them die out and I haven't talked to them, and like a part of me feels a little bit of like guilt because like, you know, you make all these memories with people you want it to be everlasting, but like I think if people just become more okay with like we outgrew this person and like that's that, then it just becomes easier to adult, I guess, because you're not like just yearning for this like past version of yourself really that you're pursuing in a person. Like, and I think it's so funny. When I was in high school, we had to write like an essay on like a random topic, and I wrote about how friendship breakups are worse than relationship breakups. And like when you're younger, I feel like that's a really easy thing to say, because friendships like are people that you choose to spend all this time with, make memories with, like, you know, trust your heart with, and like when it ends, it's done. And like a lot of the times it's not repairable because like there's just a difference in mindset and like a difference in goals. And I don't know. Friendships are tough for sure. The friendships are really hard. And like I think for me too, like I'm also someone where like it's very easy for me to accept friends as family. So losing a friend like that is like, damn, like it feels like I lost like a family member for me, because I feel like I just grow so close to people very quickly. And like, yeah, when I was younger, it was really, really hard to accept like not being friends with somebody. And I think I also used to look at them when I used to lose a friend. I used to look at it in a very negative aspect. Yes. Like I used to be like, oh, like I hate this person for not wanting to be friends with me. Yeah. But then like as I grew older, I was just like, and you know what? That's their choice. Yeah. Like as long as I put my best foot forward as a friend, like maybe they are thinking the same thing where they just grew out of the friendship. Like you never know what someone else is thinking.
It doesn't always have to be bad, I guess.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like something that comes along with like just maturing, is that you're gonna come to the understanding that like some things just aren't meant to be. And I feel like once you grasp the idea that some things aren't meant to be, like letting go becomes easier.
Yeah.
Because when you're holding on to like something so like profoundly, like it's just gonna hurt at every step of the way. Yeah. Versus just like, and obviously you can accept it, it's still gonna hurt, but not as much, and it won't linger as long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when we're younger also we look for an explanation and everything.
Yes.
But I think the biggest part of like growing up is like not everything needs an explanation.
Yeah.
Like some things end just to end. Some things just genuinely like just don't work out.
No, for sure.
And like, yeah, I feel like when you're younger you like need to know, like you need a reason why. Just because like our whole lives everything is explained to us. Like people like say that there's a cause and effect to everything. But sometimes it's just like it just happens. Yeah. Like it genuinely just happens.
And it definitely like is like case by case for sure, but I feel like when something's meant to end, then you kind of just have to let it. You kind of just have to let it, because also
don't drag it out.
No, for sure. And like relationships, friendships, like relationships with like family, like with people at work, like I feel like when you're forcing something that's not natural, it just like the universe is just gonna like take its role and just kind of disintegrate this person from your life, because you're just not meant to have them, which I think is honestly like also really cool, because like would you rather spend your time like kind of dreading having to see someone all the time versus like, okay, you know, I don't have to see them, you know? When you really think about it, everyone's living in so like everyone's world is so different. Like the experiences we're having here in California don't compare to like fucking Tennessee,
or like, Ohio,
anything. Like literally we're all living such separate lives, but like there are also so many parallels, and when you just come down to it, it's like it doesn't matter like how something's happening, it just matters that it's happening, and like that people don't care. Like also it's like if I can have empathy for the stuff happening in like Minnesota, like how could you not have like any sort of empathy for what's happening in another state? Like they're people, and they're people being affected.
And like we're talking about how like what it takes for people to actually notice things. Another instance of that is like the whole Charlie Kirk thing. Like it took like Charlie Kirk dying to talk about gun violence. And like the amount of people who were like posting about the Charlie Kirk thing and then getting flamed by it because they're like, you talked about this guy, you've never talked about anybody else who was affected by gun violence. Literally. And then they were like, how could you bring up other instances when this man just like his family just like lost their dad and their husband? I'm like, okay, what about the people who lost their children?
5-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds.
And the fact that there was like a school shooting, I don't remember if it was the day before or
literally
after.
The day after.
Right? And
the day after.
Silence. Nothing. Like absolutely nothing.
And then that's when those like weird neutral people started posting Charlie Kirk and the school shooting.
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, like gun violence is gun violence. Yeah, no shit. Have we not been saying that? Have we not been saying
that? It's almost like when we were in literally fuck-ass middle school, we had a walkout for gun violence. Like, genuinely? What the fuck?
Wait, that's so crazy you were in middle school.
Oh, yeah.
You said we.
My bad. I forgot.
No. She said we. I was in high school. I think I was a junior.
Damn, I think I was...
Wait, why am I low-key your uncle, bro? That's crazy.
Low-key, okay, I wasn't going to say it before, but when you were talking about dip brow, I was like, damn, you aged yourself.
You're like, hold on, that was elementary for me.
I was like, dip brow. Wait a minute, I read about this somewhere.
Bro said I saw it in a newspaper. Fuck off. No, that's so
Oh,
funny.
is that what everyone's posting in these 2016 edits or what?
Yeah, literally though, like genuinely.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I wish my mom, because my mom didn't let me wear makeup in middle school. I started experimenting with makeup in high school, and I fucking wish she would not have let me experiment, because boy was I fucking ugly.
Boy, if you don't.
Boy, I was. But, what's it called? Yeah, I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like,
I proud of Charlie Kirk.
Two very mutually inclusive things to talk about.
Yeah, both things that heavily affected society.
Genuinely. Oh my god. No, like, it actually is so corny to think about. Yeah. How outspoken people became. Like,
and people were like, he was an advocate for what?
For what? Literally, please go.
Please help me understand what he did by sitting at a goddamn fucking like a foldable table at a college fucking campus with a sign that said "debate me." Like, what could he have possibly done for the community?
And also, like, not even half of it, most of that shit was fucking rage bait.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, he just wanted a reaction out of people so he can clip him and use it as content for like, oh, look at this like fucking liberal idiot like spazzing out over something. Yeah. Like, that's genuinely what. And
the clip is like, it's like a girl being there like, well, why do you care about women's rights? Why do you care about this and not women's rights? And he'll be like, well, I hate women. And it's just like, okay, what is even happening in this conversation?
Literally, like yeah. And I've like seen so many of those like bullshit Candace Owens videos where she's like exposing like his wife, exposing the government, and like,
oh my god, we've been on this shit, girl. Like,
no, literally, yeah. And all of a sudden, people are like, oh my god, you know something's wrong when Candace Owens. No, bitch,
it's been wrong.
It's been wrong. Like, damn, it takes this conservative bitch to say something for you to care.
Like, how many people with a mic have to sit here and talk about it before you like wake up and realize like all this shit has been happening?
Also, Charlie Kirk followers, listen up. How is it that these bitches were crying about you dying, but now they're empathizing with your wife, who genuinely didn't fucking care that you died, going on all these fucking tours about how you died? That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Sequin jumpsuit.
Yep.
And fireworks.
You would like let's say in this like future, I'm a fucking like huge influencer because of my politics, and Jake gets shot. Bitch, you're not seeing me.
No.
Bitch, I'm going Adele. You're not seeing me for the next 10 years.
Adele is crazy.
Like, you're not seeing me. Yeah. You're not going to see me. Like, yeah, maybe one public statement, and then I'm out. Like, I'm going to be, like, grieving. Like, this bitch this bitch grieved over the phone and then was over it the next morning.
As long as his case was taught, like, the amount of times that people were making, she was grieving all the way until people started making Charlie Kirk memes. Like, once people were like, okay, it's okay to start making Charlie Kirk memes, the people have had their time to grieve.
It took 2 days.
She was like, okay, period. Sequin jumpsuit, making out with JD Vance on stage, like,
like, and that shit was not AI.
It took 2 weeks for like people to conspiracize that she's pregnant with JD Vance's baby. Like, do you understand how fucked up that is? Like, that is so fucked up. Like,
Charlie Kirk, she did not care about you.
Charlie Kirk rolling in hell right now.
Genuinely. And it's so crazy because, like, I've seen so many videos that are like, oh, like, Charlie Kirk was starting to turn liberal and that's why they killed him. And, like, some of it I'm like, maybe he was real. Like, a lot of it is money, and money works, money talks. And, like, I think maybe... I don't honestly know what happens. I don't know if it was
liberal or just so much to say of him like disagreeing with like things that were happening.
And the big things were like the Israel like involvement with like the US. A lot of it was that, and like he actually opposed like any sort of like American interference with Iran. Like, I don't know.
And now, like, he's dead, and look what happened.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk would have saved us. We
said nobody ever. That song Michael made up. Charlie Kirk. On some fuck shit.
When he did that shit, I was like, this isn't real.
This is not the
Mind
song.
you, that was probably like the first time like I had hung out with like all of your guys' friend group before.
That's
and
crazy.
I was like, this is actually absurd.
No, yeah, we're all brain rot when we're together.
Yeah.
Brain rot like Charlie Kirk.
Low genuinely.
And
his name lives on.
His name lives on.
Like, genuinely, his name lives on.
Piece of shit, dude, though.
Yeah, fuck that man.
Fuck Charlie Kirk.
We look down at him all the time, bro. Fuck that bitch.
Yep.
And for any of y'all that think that he's in heaven, don't piss me off right now.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll see him down there.
And I will and he'll probably have a foldable table down there too.
Exactly. And he's gonna rage bait me.
And it's gonna be a debate me am I in hell or heaven right now.
No, POV purgatory is just like Charlie Kirk with a folding table.
No, literally though.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
Hell is Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
And if he comes for me,
and I hope he dies too.
Dead ass, like, I don't wish death upon anybody. But that man can go. But that man can go. Did you ever watch the show Adolescence?
No.
On Netflix? It's insane. It's actually based off of like real events. Mm-hmm. But like it's about stuff that was happening, I guess, in the UK about like schoolboys, like young, like 12, 13, murdering like girls, like young girls. What? And it was like because of like the red pill content that they were like consuming, like Andrew Tate and all of them, how they would like actively objectify women and say that like they're just objects, and if they reject you they deserve to die. Yeah. And so like these boys were like so heavily influenced by these people that they were like killing girls.
No, and it's crazy because like I don't think people realize how like twisted mindsets can become with like the content people consume. Like, yeah. And all of the stuff that like people like Andrew Tate, Joe Rogan, like genuine brain rot shit like that. It's like so out of touch, but like the messages that they are pushing out there to people who are very susceptible is so fucking harmful. Yeah. And it doesn't just tie into like how people treat each other. It ties into like the longevity of relationships, how men treat women, how men perceive women as like inferior, like and these things are never gonna go away if people keep pushing an agenda like that. It's really scary, genuinely scary. Like I've only come across like some of his content when people are kind of like dissecting what he's saying, and it's like, how do people watch stuff like that and not like batter an eye to it as like something unethical and like just genuinely morally evil? Or like, how has nobody said anything about them before? Because they've been making content for a long time. And like I don't remember them being called out until like COVID. No, like, genuinely, when everyone was like chronically online. Yes. But like, I don't think people realize how influential it is, because like a lot of these people on the internet nowadays are young. Yes. Like they're really young. Like sometimes like I will look at, because on TikTok you can see your age range of like who views and watches your videos, and like I've seen like my age range go down like 12, and I was like, you're like, hold on, why am I about to go private? No, like actually though, because I was just like, well, I mean, not to say like my content's explicit, but like I don't really think like a young kid should be consuming the things that I say on this podcast. No, all the for time. Sure, yeah. Like we talk about some not so kid friendly stuff. Yeah. And so it's just like, I don't know, like it's crazy, like these kids, like they could watch anything on there. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. And like I guess like it kind of just, and it's weird, I feel like the general like word that keeps getting brought up is just accessibility, and accessibility can be very good, but it can also be very bad. And I feel like the internet has made it's such a bad thing to just have it accessible, because like people just are so desensitized to everything. Yeah. And like and it's so weird because people will pick up on like evil content like Andrew Tate's and like dissect it and just take what they want from it and kind of use that to justify. It's almost become sort of like a religion where people are religious and then they just take that apart.
It. Like they use it to rule their entire life.
Yes. Yeah. And it's very, very evil when it comes to like people who are susceptible, like who can don't bat or knife. They just do what they hear.
The internet is like truly crazy. And I was actually talking to one of my regulars about this because he was talking about his kid and how she has trouble with like sports because she's so used to like automatic like gratitude or like what is it, satisfaction, because like when you're on the internet and stuff, like it's an instant. And I was talking to him about like when I took my child development class, we actually talked about like iPad kids and how like for them, like you win a game, it's an automatic win. Yeah. Like they're so used to like instantly being like good at something that when they're out there in the real world and they have to do things like sports or like things that like they're not naturally good at, it's so easy for them to give up because they're not instantly like fulfilled or like instant gratification. Yeah. And it's just like, and I was like, it's so interesting that like, and I see it in like a lot of the kids that I mean like my younger cousins, like you can see it them get actively frustrated with things that they actually have to like try. Yeah. And it's so weird.
It's such a weird thing because I feel like I mean even up until like your age group, I feel like people were pushed to like try, put themselves out there, be uncomfortable with like the unknown, and now it's like, okay, if I can't access it, then I'm just gonna give up. Or I'm gonna be pissed off that I can't get it. So like that, I guess. It's really crazy. I feel like the learning curve is insane and what people are consuming is insane, and it's good for like some aspects of like being able to form some sort of empathy, but like I said, like if you can watch something so like gut-wrenching and then watch something like someone telling a dating story or like a makeup video, like that's crazy how you can go from one thing to the other, and it just makes people out of touch. It puts you out of touch. Like it's not healthy to like consume stuff like that.
And our age range also still suffers from instant gratification too, especially because of ChatGPT. Because people nowadays do not know how to research something. And like you see it in TikTok comments. It pisses me. It genuinely pisses me off. Like I'm not fucking joking. When someone is wearing a white tank top and they have to be like, you have to tell me where you got that from. Please Google it. Please Google white tank top.
No, literally, like
it's so insane.
That shit drives me crazy. Where like people comment something and it's like, why don't you just look it up? It's you just type it out. Like, or leave the app,
or just be like, I don't know, what does this mean? Like, what does this mean? What does this mean? Google it. Or they're so used to like TikTok like automatically highlighting it blue so you can just
like
press
the
on
AI
it.
Feature. It has.
And like I'm just like, dude.
We're doomed.
We're literally like, actually though, because like, people are just so used to things just automatically doing it for them that they have completely forgotten how to do anything themselves. And like,
for sure.
I get so pissed off at those comments. Like one time I got that comment on my post and I was like, no. Literally. I think I was talking about like joints, but I think I said J and they're like, what do you mean by J? And
I was like, I saw that.
And I remember just being like, absolutely not. I'm not. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
That is so funny. Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like that's such a prominent thing nowadays. And oh my god, no. That like reminds me, I have this fucking coworker and like he's 27, 28. Bro will make some sort of like allusion to like anything. Oh, you don't know what that means. Oh, you don't know what that means. Motherfucker, do you think that because I'm like 4 years younger than you, I don't know shit?
Like, actually, though, that's also something like if we've been talking shit about the younger generation, our generation, but let me run my shit on the older generation.
Yes,
girl, I got something to say too, and I've seen it specifically with like managers. Is like they don't think I'm as hard of a worker as they are.
Yes,
because I'm younger. Like they think that like I'm. And not to say I wasn't young and naive. Like, I most definitely, like, I was young and naive at some point. I'm not at all, like, trying to brush over that. But, like, for you to sit there and say, like, because I'm so much younger than you that I know nothing is crazy. You know nothing about my life.
No, literally.
Like, you genuinely know nothing about me. and like let me work and prove myself before you judge me,
before you start making comments and opinions. And literally though, yeah, I feel like that's like probably one of the most like constant things where it's like older generations, millennials, like they're so like stern about the fact that people who are younger than them like have no sort of grasp, or like like they just don't know anything. And it like genuinely bothers me because my dad mansplains a lot, like genuinely mansplains a lot. He'll like be telling me a random story. He says one random word and he's like, wait, do you know what that means? Continue with your story, sir, because if I don't, I will Google it later. Like, hello. But it's also like I've seen it across my uncles, my aunts, where they're like talking about something and immediately it's like, wait, do you know what that means? Or like just like, oh, or they don't know what that is, or like they just kind of, I don't know. It's just
I hate that. Do you understand?
Yeah. Literally, it drives me fucking nuts. Like, and it's like, bro, and if I don't, I'll tell you. Like I will communicate that with you. I will tell you, wait, can you explain that? Or like I'm not just gonna, I don't know, that shit pisses me off so bad, genuinely.
Also, like the older generation like very rarely has anything further than a surface level conversation with you. So like in reality you have no idea what I do with my life.
There's no emotional intelligence.
There's and just like there's also like they don't have like a need, they don't feel the need to like have a deep conversation with you, because they're like, what could you possibly tell me?
No, literally,
because you know they're just like, I'm so much like, the older the wiser, you know. But it's just like, you know, like maybe I bring like a fresher idea to the table. Like you don't know, like if you just like, I don't know, the amount of times that I have sat there and listened to people who are older than me talk about their stories and I learn stuff, it's like you honestly could do the same from someone.
It can be mutual. You can mutually benefit from each other versus like caging one to like, oh, that's where your like knowledge limit
like
stays.
An age hierarchy. Like I don't know. Like,
and like
I don't know.
And like I get where like we can kind of sound a little bit hypocritical because it's like, oh, but like younger people don't know. That. But like when you really think about it, it's like, no, like I feel like when we're criticizing younger groups, a lot of it is like we're not just criticizing them by like very like surface level things. It's like we're taking into account how COVID affected like younger crowds, how like that access to technology affected younger crowds. Older people usually just criticize people younger than them based off of a story age. I'm telling you that you might like, you know, or what something
they saw on the news.
Right.
They're like, well, the news said, okay, well, have you ever talked to anybody who's done that? Like, I don't know. Like a lot of the stuff that I criticize like my like younger cousins' generation for is like genuinely like things that I have witnessed. Like I've seen people from like their age come up to the register at my job. There was this one girl, bless her. She came up to my job, and she ordered one drink, which is like $5 max. She gives me a 20. She's like actively very anxious, and I can tell. And so I'm just like, I'm not really talking to her. Like I totally get it.
Sometimes you read the room and you know they don't want a conversation.
They don't want a conversation. I could tell that she's very like socially anxious right now. And so I was just like, let's just get you your drink and go. I'm like counting her change, and she's like, oh, you could keep it. And I was like, your drink was only $5. Like, this is $15.
Right.
And I was like, no, like, I'll give you your change. She's like, no, I gotta go. And I was like, no, like, I have your change. Like, let me just give you your change and go, girl. Like, I'm not about to take a $15 tip from like an 8-year-old.
Right.
Like, that's wrong.
Right.
But like, it's just, they're very socially anxious. But I was just like, you know, like, their prime development years were like taken from them.
Yeah.
And like, I acknowledge that. Like, I know I poke a lot of fun at my sister, because she's also very socially anxious, but like I understand that like she was in middle school.
It's like a deeper thing to them for sure. Like I can say the same thing. Like both of my sisters were like in middle and high school when like everything was happening, and like I know that the learning curve definitely affected how they interact with other people. And my youngest sister, for sure, it's the same thing. Like, she's your sister's age, and like when it comes to ordering or like stepping out of like the bubble she's in, like she gets so anxious and like she can't do it. And it's like those were a lot of environments where our parents kind of forced us to get out of, like, and you know, learn to be in. But when you can't be in that space because there's literal legal restrictions to being in crowded spaces and being like open and like being put around people you don't know, you're not gonna learn. Like, and it is a little annoying because like you would think that after going back and everything returning to normal, like everything will slowly adjust, but for some people it's like
No. But it's also just because, like, you know, like, we had the experience of, like, during our middle school and high school years, like, we somewhat had the experience. I know, like, I didn't have my sophomore and junior year, but, like, I still had somewhat of a high school experience and, like, a middle school experience where I hung out with friends and, like, I hung out with family and I hung out with my cousins. Like, these kids, like, people wonder why they're so to themselves. That's all they've ever known is, like, being in their room.
Being in their room on a screen again. Like, and that's where everything gets limited to. And
the amount of teachers during COVID that just, like, gave up because they just, like, they didn't understand how to teach on Zoom, or they couldn't grasp the concept. Like, my French teacher in high school gave up on us. Like, she on Zoom, like, she genuinely had, like, a mental break. She started crying on Zoom. And I remember just being like, this, like, it's hard. Like, she was a lot older.
And older teachers, like, having to readjust and, like, learn how to teach, learn how to log in every day.
They were just thrown in there. They weren't given, like, a training or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we talked a lot of shit about the younger generations, but we gotta even it out.
We have empathy.
Don't worry, we understand. Like, like, I mean, I get it. I didn't have my junior year, and, like, junior year was hard. I took a lot of hard classes.
I would say junior year was my hardest year too. So like, not being able to learn in person, like, that shit's not chill.
And I'm a terrible online learner.
Same.
And, like, because I just, like, I'm in my room, I'm distracted.
Bitch, I'm gonna Google search everything.
Exactly. Like, again, instant gratification. Like, I don't actually have to sit there and work out a problem because I have, like, photo math to do it for me.
Right.
So yeah, I totally get it. But at the same time, I also did get, like, the social part of high school.
And I think that's where, like, when it really comes down to this conversation, like, that's why it's so hard for older crowds to understand, like, the middle young crowd and the youngest crowd, because there's just, like, a lack of empathy and understanding for, like, the situations we've been put in and the restrictions that we've been put in. Because, like, maybe we didn't, like, our prime years for us weren't really taken. Like, we can still acknowledge that people we share spaces with had those prime years taken from them. Versus, like, for older adult, it's like, oh yeah, like, it happened to, like, my grandchild, or it happened to my kid, but, like, they should have still learned. Like, there's no deeper understanding to, like, the mental health crisis, to, like, the learning curve, and to all of these things that were affecting the up and coming generations. That's gonna also affect a new generation, because it's gonna affect how they parent, how they socialize, like, as adults, like, how they network, like, all of that's, it's really deep. It's a lot deeper than
it's like psychology is such, like, an interesting, like, the smallest things can affect the way a person thinks, and it's crazy. Like, me and my sister were actually talking about what is it called when, like, a person has such, like, a deep connection to someone they don't know at all?
Is it parasocial?
Parasocial relationships. We were literally talking about parasocial relationships with, like, some of our family members, and they couldn't even grasp the concept. But I was just like, you have to understand, like, a lot of these people who had parasocial relationships were in their room watching other people, like, in their homes. That's what it was. Is, like, these celebrities were also put into quarantine, and they were also bored, but they are famous, have this huge platform, and they're posting videos in their home. So people just all of a sudden, like, it's what you said earlier about, like, oh, I feel like I'm on FaceTime. Like, that's what it felt like to them. And, like, that's why people feel, like, such a certain entitled way. To know everything about this person's life, because, like, then COVID ended, their job started again, and it's like they disappeared. Like, what happened to this personal connection we had? And it's like, it's so crazy how that little thing, like, we're just like, well, we're all here, we're all posting, but, like, this person is so famous and I've never known them. It's like that can affect somebody.
No, for sure. And I guess I didn't even really think about that, because I feel like whenever I see all these parasocial relationships that people form, it's like usually for sure, like, the younger crowd, some older, but it's also like, I feel like, because I never experienced the reliance on, like, this, like, social media entity that, like, I feel like that deep connection to anyone online, like if like, literally the closest comparison is me watching a TV show and watching the same person for 9 seasons. Like, that's different, because it's like, oh, I'm watching a TV show, but I can acknowledge that this person's fake and it's not real, versus people who got stuck in those environments where they're watching someone online who is themselves.
Yeah.
And you're clinging onto this personality, and it's so different. I guess I didn't really think about that, but it's true because I feel like younger people carry those parasocial relationships a lot more strongly. Especially
specifically like these girls and anyone really who are part of these fan communities where like this like musician to them was just like a musician. They were this mysterious person that they listened to and enjoyed their art. And then when COVID happened and all of these musicians were doing like live streams or they were posting on YouTube or vlogs, and like all of a sudden you know everything about them. It's crazy. And like, well, what else did you want them to do? Right. You know, like you didn't want them to go outside. Right. All they had was like the internet. That was their socialization. And that's why these kids are like these kids. It's like it's us too. Literally. Like, but like that's why I guess we too are I feel like we're so good at talking through like through the phone or like through comments or through social media instead of like voicing our opinions vocally. And that's probably why we rely on social media for so many things. Sure. But like it's so crazy how literally it was what like 2 years, maybe a year and a half that we experienced this. And like it completely altered our life. For sure. So crazy. For a lot of people. Yeah. All right. That was a good discussion. Yeah. We're going to move on to my last segment where we ask, what is your favorite movie or show at the moment?
Breaking Bad.
Whoa!
I just started it for the first time.
For the first time?
Yeah, so I'm like watching everything as like a silent new viewer. Yeah. It's really good.
It's really good.
It's slow, but it's really good.
It's really good. And like, I don't know, there's just like that's like every white man's favorite show.
No,
like,
and I can see why. Like it's like you get like the narcos without the narcos. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying.
It's like oh my god, this white man brings something to society.
Right. No, like I'm on season 4, so I just like got past like the whole Jesse and Jane thing. Yes. That shit fucked me up. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm like also like, why the fuck are you making me empathize with a meth head, bro?
That part.
Like that part, dude, it's crazy, but it's been really good. I really like it. I really like, I don't know, I really enjoy just the concept of the show because like it kind of just makes you think like, okay, what would you do in that scenario? Like your ass is dying, like you don't have money to give your family. Are you doing what you can? Like I don't know, it just takes you through like that sort of like process. Yeah. It's really good, though. I like it.
After that, you should watch Pluribus. It's by the same creator who did Breaking Bad. Okay. You're going to find that he loves New Mexico.
I'm also going to watch Better Call Saul.
Okay, that one is... Okay, first you should watch that.
Okay, I heard it's really good.
It coincides like a lot. Uh-huh. But no, that show's actually really good.
Is it?
My dad was watching in the living room one time, and I was watching, and I was like, this is actually really entertaining. It's crazy. But Pluribus is also really good. You should watch that after. Pluribus is also a little bit slow at some points, but it's an interesting concept. I'm ready for season 2 to come out. It's a newer show.
Okay.
So only one season has come out so far.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's something to keep up with, I guess, for now. But
what is it on Netflix?
It's on Apple TV.
Okay.
But like once you finish it, I'm very curious to see what your thoughts are on it.
Podcast too.
Yeah, I had a very, very good discussion about it, and like there's a meaning behind it. Like it's like more than just what it is. Right. But I think it like you have to really think about it to kind of understand what this creator is trying to say. Right. But it's an interesting concept for sure.
I like when shows like follow storylines like that really just like they just like make you think a little bit more than just like the visuals and like watching the acting. Like
it's more than just a pretty picture.
No, for sure. And I think that's what I like about Breaking Bad, because it's like not even that aesthetically pleasing. It's so like old, like the way it was recorded is so like just like so TV, so like just like backday TV kind of thing. And watching it, just like you just have to get through the episode to like care about it, I guess. And like I really enjoy a show like that where it makes you think a little bit harder, and it makes you empathize with like these like random characters, and like it makes you think like, damn, would I have done that? Like what would I do in this scenario? Especially because like the epidemic of like drugs, like like it's so crazy to like, because that process is like the behind the scene process of like making drugs.
Yeah.
But like, because a lot of us experience it on like seeing like homelessness and like that epidemic, but it's
not like the real effects of it.
No, for sure. Yeah. So it's like really crazy to like see like the reasons people get into making it. Like, yeah. And obviously it's like a fictional story, but it kind of just like gives you a little bit of insight. And personally, like, it's really crazy to think about like how fucked up and twisted people will become for the sake of money. Yeah.
Or even for the sake of drugs. Yeah. Like, it's crazy how much it alters your state of mind.
For sure.
Like, it's crazy. Did you ever watch Beautiful Boy?
I did. It fucked me up. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I'm not fucking with Timothy right now.
I'm not fucking with Timothy.
But that movie is really, really good.
No, it is.
Steve Carell he's
a phenomenal actor.
In there. Like, he's absolutely.
Yeah. No, I watched it and I was just like, damn, this is like fucked up.
Yeah, you gotta watch Hillbilly Elegy next. Okay. That one is like, it kind of fucks with you a little more because it's like it's a son and mom relationship, and it's just like, wow. Like, it's like, you know, like a mom's relationship with their child is a little bit deeper in some senses. So like, watching that relationship go down, I was just like, holy shit. Like, it was really crazy.
No, for sure.
But yeah, Breaking Bad's crazy. Really good. Yeah. I've been watching Paradise.
Okay, I don't think I've heard of it.
It's on Hulu, and it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic thing. Okay. But it's one of those shows that also kind of makes you think, but also makes you question. Like, I think it makes you question the government, so to say. Not things that we haven't thought about before, but like, it definitely still holds. Yeah. Like, everything that's happening in there, you're like, oh yeah, that's happening right now. Like, yeah.
It's so like weird saying stuff like that, because it's like someone trying to indirectly portray our society, but people still don't grasp the concept of it. Like, like someone will watch a show like that's like very obvious a mimic of what's happening, and they'll just be like, oh, that show is good. Yeah. And like, it's like, bitch, this is your life right now. Like, it's crazy. People are just so out of touch, I think.
Yeah. Also, like, I also don't understand how people watch these like movies and shows and don't think about it after. Like, people like Sinners. Yeah. I was like, there's so much meaning behind
so much meaning. Shout out Michael B. Jordan.
Shout out Michael B. Jordan. Award. Shout out honestly that entire cast and crew, because they did phenomenal. Their thing.
It was phenomenal.
Like, you could tell that everybody that was in that film genuinely like put their like heart and soul.
There was heart in that movie for sure.
It was so good.
And I think I really just enjoyed like the modern like take on like a concept like vampires. Like, I feel like that is such like an old sort of like horror tale people used to like fantasize about, but now to like have seen it portrayed in such like a deep way where they use vampires to like send a message is so crazy.
Like using this like mythical way that like it really grabs, and also like it's a cool way of using culture to like show this story,
to send a message.
Because like there's a lot of culture in that too.
100%.
Like they talking about like the haints and like all of that, and like where that comes from, and like then it makes people curious on like where does this come from, like what does this storytelling come from, and it's really interesting actually. But like that's that Southern culture though.
Watching that movie, I felt personally entertained the whole time. It was a really good movie.
Really good.
Like I just saw this video where it was like, you know, Michael B. Jordan's a good actor when like I had a crush on one of the brothers, but it was played by the same person.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that, and like that's it's crazy. Like, that movie was phenomenal, and I feel like modern day movies always like miss the mark a little bit, but like that one hit every note.
It was just like it was a perfect movie. Like after the first time I watched it, there wasn't really much I had to say about it. It was a really, really nice. It was a really nice movie. I also like when I feel like the South has a very stereotypical idea. Like, people think very stereotypically about the South. Yeah. So it was nice to see a little different. Like tale to tell.
Yeah.
I also love blues. Like the music in that was really really
so
good. But Ludwig, he's the one that did the music for that, and I've never watched a film that he's composed that wasn't good. So it's like, yeah, he's insane. But yeah, Paradise.
We'll watch Paradise.
Really really good. After Pluribus is like. Pluribus was low-key like a mind fuck. Like it was just like, what the fuck am I watching right now?
No, yeah, those all sound. I've been like wanting like a list of things to watch because I love watching a good show with like a plot and like a storyline. Like I get so sucked into like stuff like that. So I'll have to watch those.
Yeah,
for sure.
Pluribus. I'm trying to think of what else I've been watching. I was watching like when before the Oscars happened, I watched all the movies that were nominated. I like to do that every year. And there was like a lot of good ones that nobody really talked about. I don't know if I believe that One Battle After Another was the best movie out of all of the ones.
Honestly, that came out. I never saw it, but I have a coworker who hyped the shit out of it.
It was really really good.
And also like I didn't really hear a lot about it from like.
Well, there's a reason for that one,
right?
Like the whole time that movie also like, I feel like a common theme for a lot of movies and stuff this year was like questioning the government, and that movie questioned the fuck out of the government.
Yes, and I think that's why I didn't get a lot of like promotions or like any screen times for people getting ads and stuff, because I never got a single ad for that movie.
I didn't even see the interviews for it.
Yeah, me neither. None
like,
of it
at all. But I watched it and it was really good, but like I don't know if I would say that it's like the best movie that I watched out of all of the ones I watched. Yeah. It was also interesting to me that Sinners won all of the awards that make up a good best picture, but then lost best picture. It
doesn't like make sense.
They got like what, like best director, like best actor, and I forgot what else they got. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot which other one they won, but it was like, I remember just being like, how did they lose best picture? But they won all of the other awards. Like,
all of the components.
I really don't get it. Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't get, like, personally, I feel like awards for movies and music and really anything like that is such a dystopian world coming from like where I was raised, because like my parents never watched anything like that. Like the Grammys and the Oscars and all of these different awards like weren't really like a concept that I learned about till I was maybe a senior in high school, and even then I still have never like watched any of it. And I'm like starting to sound like Timothy Chalamet, where he was like, oh, the arts are dead, but like coming from like a Mexican household, like none of that stuff mattered. And like as you get older, like the importance of film and music is so like deeply engraved into something people should care about because of the messages that people try to like push forward, because that's one way that people can kind of resist like society and resist like regimes, because there's like there's a storytelling to history, there's like foreshadowing, like and that's what I like about movies and like music. But like it's so interesting because I think coming from the household I was in, like that just the privilege to care about stuff like that was never a thing.
Yeah. I think like I mean, I could go on and on about the history of film. Yeah. But like I mean, what you said about like how people use film, it's actually really crazy because like if you look into the history of film, movies weren't really used to send a message like that until the Nazis. Yeah. It's true. It was actually the Nazis who originated like using film as like a form of media to heavily influence a big crowd.
Yeah, and I learned that in like this like history of film and music that I took at Maricosta.
Yeah. They were like, it's really crazy when you look into it how many bad people created some of the best forms of media. But you know, it's unfortunate that they were the reason why that kind of exists.
It's true. I feel like, and it kind of ties back into like all of the stereotypes that were pushed through media and film, like blackface and like different things like that were pushed to create hatred and like prejudiced against a group of people. Like,
yeah,
it's very crazy how film can go up and down on the spectrum of
the history of film, like, one of, like, the bigger films in U.S. history is literally about, like, the KKK and, like, like, you know, like, all of that era of America.
Yeah.
And, like, it was heavily racist. And it's actually, like, when I was taking all of my film classes for my degree and stuff, it's actually a big, like, discussion amongst film professors to show that film.
Yeah.
Like, some people are like, well, that's history. Like, that's, people need to study that in order to know how film works. But other teachers are just like, there's other films that you could use. Like, there's so many films that were made. Like, why do you have to show that one?
Right.
And so I think, luckily for me, I was in a lot of, like, left-leaning film classes.
Same.
Where they chose it as, like, an option rather than, like, a requirement, which was cool. I'd actually never watched it.
Yeah.
I didn't care to.
I think I actually saw the KKK one when I was in, like, high school, and I don't remember why, but I remember seeing, like, I think it might have been, like, for, like, a history class, and then we had to analyze it and, like, just talk about, like, the common themes that we see in that film to, like, our democracy now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and then I took a course for, like, my senior course at San Marcos. Like, we had to read different, like, articles and watch different, like, clips and compare that to, like, society, and, like, we had to separate, like, the messages pushed by media, different forms of media. And, like, one of the things, it's so crazy because, like, there was this article and it was talking about, like, something about, like, the economy, but, like, it was so crazy because, like, when you first read this article, it sounds like it's literally just about the economy. Yeah. But, like, when people in, like, the senior classes, it's literally, like, 18 people. Like, you have to dissect it, and, like, it's, like, a whole, like a study discussion on it. And, like, people were like, well, no, like, if you really read the article, like, the author was using, like, a group of people as a scapegoat commonly. Yeah. And it's like, you don't really think about stuff like that. And it takes so many perspectives for people to bridge these, like, themes.
And it's also, like, the beautiful thing that I've always admired about art, to go against everything that Timothy Chalamet said, is that, like, there's rarely ever a time where people create things without a meaning. Yeah. And that, like in any art form. Like, if you, because I even did, like, a history of dance class when I was getting my degree, and, like, it's these, like, women weren't allowed to, like, speak their mind and anything other than things performed for men. And so, like, they used these ways to, like, just express their feelings that they weren't allowed to write down on paper or to say to people's faces. Right. And it was actually I also learned about voodoo. Yeah. Did you watch that video?
I don't think so.
But I watched this because, like, voodoo has, like, a, you know, like, people involve it with black magic or like a dark aura of, like, specifically, like, New Orleans and stuff. But they were actually talking about how, like, voodoo dolls originated from, like, medical, like, it's actually, like, a medical thing. What? So people would create, like, voodoo dolls of people, and the reason why there's pins is to mark where they helped you. And then when you came back, they would say, like, are you feeling better? And if you said no, they'd leave the pin. If you said yes, they'd take the pin out. Oh. But it was because people of color weren't allowed to learn how to read or write. So they had to make these physical dolls.
Like visuals for them. That's crazy.
Isn't it insane?
That's insane.
But, like, it was, like white people who, like, created these, like, imageries of, like, what they were doing. Yeah. It's crazy.
That's so crazy that you learn something new every day. I did not know that.
Yeah. That's insane. Like, sometimes, like, when I'm on my phone before bed, I find myself in a deep, dark hole of, like, somehow educative videos. Yeah. And I went down, like, a really, really deep hole of, like, New Orleans and, like, the entire, like, culture and, like, history of that town. Because, I mean, the first time I went there, I literally fell in love. Like, I've never actually felt like I could live in another town or, like, state other than California. But, like, when I went there, I was like, I could so see myself living here. Like, it's such an
There's so much like history and significance and culture.
But like not just that, but like the people there are just incredible. Yeah. Like that was the best experience I've ever had outside. I feel like California.
That's like the common like thing I've heard about New Orleans. Like
it's just like I've like every single place I went to, I had good food and good like interactions with the people there. Like not only like the servers, but like even the people sitting next to me. Like I don't know. It's just a very soulful and very lively town, and it's very, very nice. And I think there's also so much more than the French Quarters, which I think people who talk poorly on New Orleans never explored outside of there. But yeah, it's crazy. I learned that about voodoo dolls, and I was like, that's so crazy. That's insane.
No, literally, I did not know that.
I know. Crazy. And like people are scared of them.
Yeah. People are scared of them. People are scared of what they don't know and what they're not willing to learn.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
That was really good.
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
I low-key think we gotta clip that. Clark it. All right. That's all. We'll see y'all next time.
See ya. Bye.